What's up guys? So today I'm going to be showing you how to refill the oil in these shocks to make them new again. So right now they are a bit flimsy, as you can see. It doesn't work that well anymore. It still works, but it's mainly these springs here that are actually doing all the work. Whereas in these back, you can actually see it goes down a lot smoother and can take in a lot more beating. Whereas the front here, it's just bam, it can hit the ground a lot more, and it's mainly these springs instead of having oil inside. This is due to these shocks right here opening up because of a crash or something like that, or of a leak and the oil goes out and there's no more oil in these reservoirs. So we're going to use this oil here. It's between, you want to use between 20 or 50 weight oil and then use it in the shocks. Let's get to it and make these shocks new again. First step here is to take this shock off the body. You can leave it on right here because all we got to do is unscrew this first screw so we're able to easily access this port right here and unscrew it so we can put the oil inside. So our shocks here are now off. All we're going to do now is just unscrew these right here, this top, so we can access the oil inside right here. So we're just going to unscrew this and put some oil in. So all you got to do is just take your top, pull back this spring, hold it there, and then take the top and unscrew it. If you haven't done this in a while, it may be harder to do. So just take this piece off, which is right here is the oil ring right here. So this is like a little spring that holds in the oil. And right there is the tube where we're going to put the oil in. Looking inside, you can see that there's not much oil in it at all. There's supposed to be oil inside up to the top so that when it goes down, that little spring right there can get filled with oil, and there's more of a shock absorber inside. But there's no oil, which means we got to add some and then re-screw the top on. I'm going to use this 3-in-1 oil. It's used for motors, all sorts of things that are small, not big machines, but just smaller ones. So I'm just going to take this off and pour some right inside this thing till we get up to about the top. So right about there. And now it's time to re-screw on this piece. So just hold it down just like we did before. Just pull this down and then re-screw it on. It's as easy as that. And then once you're done with that, then you want to screw it back on to your car. Some oil might come out just because there's just excess oil, but it springs a lot better. You can actually hear the oil going inside, which means that this is set. You may even want to get some pliers just to hold it down and make sure it's really tight. But this works, and it actually, I think this is going to work really well. Just screw it back on, make sure you have your screws safe, and screw it right on those holes. Now done, both the springs are on, which it now works a lot better than it did before. It goes down, which this will prevent the car from really, if you do a jump, it won't hit the ground as hard, and it works a lot better. If you want to do it to the back, it's the same procedure. You just need to take off this one and this hole right here. It's actually a little bit easier than the front. And if you want to take your whole shock off, then all you got to do is just unscrew it from here and then unscrew it from the bottom right there, and it should be, you just take it right off. It's as easy as that. Just know that with these RC cars, you have to oil them up every once in a while. Oil the shocks, put oil in the shocks, and then wherever there's a little hinge, you need to put maybe WD-40, any type of motor oil you have that's for greasing gears, or if it's just for ball bearings, anything like that. You just need to grease up your car once in a while, and your car should run fast and new. This is the steps you need to take. Thanks guys for watching. Have a great day and subscribe. We'll have more informational videos coming up here in the future. Thanks guys.